Hello everyone, my name is Frank Parker, and this video is being dedicated to those out there struggling with addiction, whether it be drugs, alcohol, shopping, and etc. First off, I am one of these people. My drug of choice was alcohol. Through an amazing group I attend at Adept, I know there are people out there willing to help you because they helped me. I started attending this group in May of 2016 and have learned a lot about many people in my group and numerous ways of dealing with my issues. There's a site called drugfree.org as well if you're willing to take that first step. They will be willing to help you if you really want it. Growing up, we all had that one family member that drank or did drugs. So we as kids thought, oh, it was normal. But it's not normal. It is a pattern leading you to a life of pain and heartache. Many people think, oh, I'll just try it one drink, or I'll just have one drink, or I'll do one line of meth, or I'll do one line of cocaine, or I'll smoke one bowl of weed. Well, that's all it takes, people, is trying it once, and you can be one of those people that get hooked on it just like that from trying it once. All it takes is once to get you pulled into the dangerous life. As humans, we need to stay strong and not give in to temptation, because these temptations can cost you all that you've strived for in life. It can cost you your livelihood, ending you up in jail, putting you 6 feet under, which we don't want. It can cost you your job, your family, your home. I understand how it makes you feel good when you try these drugs and drink this alcohol, but just remember, this feeling is temporary. It only masks the problem for a short moment of time. People have even gotten to the point of depression from the use of drugs and alcohol. As a society, we think drinking and doing drugs will remove our problems, when in fact drugs and alcohol only remove the problems temporarily, people. You will never find the answers to your problems or your depression in the bottom of a bottle, at the end of a straw, doing a line of any type of drug, shooting a needle in your arm. That's not finding the answer. The way to find the answer to your problem is through numerous groups out there, NA, AA, and different organizations that are actually in your community that's willing to help you. You just have to be willing to take that first step. Removal of all these problems is possible. There is a way to do it. You just, like I say, have to be willing to take that first step. Once you're done with these drugs and all these alcohol issues, your answer is not there. You have to seek the help. So doing these drugs and alcohol, it's not really helping you. It's hurting you more. You just don't realize, because at the time of doing these drugs or drinking this alcohol, you're like, oh, I feel so good. Oh, this is awesome. But remember, it's sending you down the path of destruction. Because if you're on a drug such as meth, heroin, cocaine, marijuana, when you run out of this drug, what are you going to do? You're going to either go through a lot of pain trying to sober up, or you're going to go out here and commit crimes to get this drug, which is not a healthy thing for you either. You have to find help through an organization in your community like NA or AA or a sober living facility. This is the only way to get rid of these problems, people. You can't do it alone. You're not able to do it alone. Remember that. You cannot do it alone. You have to take the necessary steps to get into a program that's willing to help you through these steps of becoming sober and enjoying your life again. These problems that you're having, they will still exist. So you cannot find them in this bottle of alcohol or these drugs you're doing. You must seek help with an AA or NA group to get a full understanding of your addiction, how you arrive to that point. Make a plan to stay sober, to actually commit to being sober. Find ways to occupy your time without drugs or alcohol. Find new hobbies. New friends are a great way to start. I know you're going to miss your old friends, but hey, think about it. Some of these old friends are friends that were part of your addiction. So removing these addictions or friends from your life is also a positive way to remove the addiction from your life. New hobbies, fishing, golfing, pottery, anything to get your mind off of doing these old things. Change up your routine. Remove all these toxins in your life that gets in the way of your sobriety and a clean life. Yes, like I said, it may be hard, but remember, one day at a time. It won't happen overnight. You must be willing to take one day at a time, even if it's 1 hour a day, 5 minutes a day, 1 minute a day. Just start somewhere. But it only takes one day at a time for you to become a sober and happy person again. Know there are people out there willing to stand by your side and walk with you to this sober path. They're willing to put their hand out and pick you up when you fall. Just because you fall doesn't mean you have to stay down. You have to be willing to stand up again and continue on a positive path to sobriety. You're the leader of your pack. So if you're the leader, you know what you want. If you want a sober life, do what you need to do to get to that sober life. Also, we must give into a higher power. That's God, everyone. For those that aren't on this page yet, we're talking about God. Because He will be willing to help you. He will stand by your side. He will not put no more on you than you can bear. So you have to be willing to step off that pedestal of I'm all high, mighty, I can do this by myself, and seek the help you need to get to that successful place in your life where all your problems will become positive problems, where everything will begin to work out for you. You will get your family back. You will get all those things you worked so hard for that you lost during your drug and alcohol addiction. He may not answer your prayers right then and there, but believe you me, He won't put no more on you than you can bear. He will definitely answer your prayers. You just have to be willing to bow down to that higher power and give Him your issues, give Him your problems, and He will be there for you. You don't have to struggle alone. There are people out there willing to help you. Like I said in the beginning, you must be willing to take the first step. He's also willing to help you as well as you helping yourself. You don't have to walk alone. There are people beside you that will be there at all times. Positive people that will be there at all times to help you through your sobriety. Attend an AA or NA group. Get a sponsor. Start a new beginning without drugs or alcohol. Enjoy a drug-free, alcohol-free, sober life. You deserve it. I know this is a possibility. I have been drug-free since approximately 2008. That was my choice. But I have been alcohol-free since May of 2015. And I love my new life of sobriety. And I know you can enjoy a new life of sobriety as well. Like I said, you have to be willing to take the first step. God is always with you. You just have to give in to that higher power. I have learned so much by attending these groups. When I was in high school, even going through school, I couldn't even stand up in front of a class and read a paper. Now look at me. I attended these groups and I stand up. I'm so willing to talk about stuff. They have to tell me be quiet half the time. This stuff can help you in so many ways. You have to be willing to take that first step. And through this group, I have taken that first step and many other first steps. I have begun to build a very, very positive and sober-free life. I am so grateful for the people at Adept, the other classmates that attend Adept. They have opened my eyes to seeing a totally different path and a totally different way of living. A way of living a sober life. Just know there are people out there to help you. I am one of those statistics, so I know it is possible. I want to thank Adept. I want to thank my counselor Fleet. I want to thank all the employees actually at Adept. I want to thank all my classmates for helping me overcome my fears and my problems and my issues to get to the point where I am now, a sober-free life. Much love from from Frank Parker. To all of you out there struggling with addiction, you must remember, take it one day at a time. Take it one step at a time. Even if you have to walk away for an hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds. That's all it takes for you to start living a sober life. Take the first step. Make the call. And you will be very grateful and blessed and happy that you did, because I am. Thank you all for your time. I hope you enjoyed this video. You have a great day, and I look forward to you living a sober life as well as I did.